And now here's another new segment of our show, which, to tell you the truth, I haven't seen yet. But they tell me it's Amber's mailbag. Take it away.
Hey, hey, guy with three names here. Since surpassing the 100th episode here at Amber LeMay Live, Russell has asked me to begin responding to the countless calls and emails and death threats the show has received over the past 2 years and create Amber's mailbag. So, this first question comes from someone in prison, which is really not surprising given our vast demographics of those convicted and penally inserted. First up, does Amber make her own beautiful fashions? No, she doesn't. She has an exclusive costumer and has her own little people, and we mean little. Amber broadcasts, as you know, from her basement in Burlington, Vermont, which also doubles as a sweatshop. Of fashion, of course. The basement has a very low ceiling, which is perfect for sewing machines, stoop shoulders, and a bevy of pocket drag queens with superior stitching skills. It's these little known facts. Just learn something new every time you watch this darn show, don't you? Well, the next question comes from Queens, and either that's the burr or the lifestyle. We don't know. Is Russell as nice in real life as he is on the show? Yeah, unfortunately. He makes it difficult for the rest of us, who comprise the three Ds, depressed, disillusioned, and determined to be as unhappy as possible. So yes, his sunshiny disposition eclipses the darkening gloom on all the rest of us. Well, next up, someone with the initials AA asks, does Rusty Peen have a drinking problem? No, absolutely not. Not since he discovered Uber drinks. No problem finding alcohol at all. He could improve his recycling skills, however, but that's another episode of Aluminum Hoarders Intervention, the Rusty Peen Can Collection. Relatedly, a fan from the Windy City writes, is Lucy Bell easily delightful or delightfully easy? Well, that depends how hot she gets over the stove. But I may need to get back to you on that one. As you know, Rocco Zamboni has many followers, mostly because he keeps the ice so clean both in his refrigerator and on the ring. A viewer asks, how can a man so cosmopolitan have the last name Zamboni? Well, we researched it, and it's an old Italian family name, meaning, get out of my face, you scumbag. Emoji Nightmare is now going to be a regular on the show, and of course, you know, she's a household name, both typographically and in various sleep studies. Question directed to her, how many cans of Aquanet does it take to change her hairdo? Only one, but the hairdo has to really want to change. And lastly, and certainly least, me, myself, and I'm embarrassed to say, how many people write in requesting free appraisals of me or to simply ask me to stop talking? I'm touched. Inappropriately, of course. Unfortunately, I no longer offer free appraisals after a terrible incident involving an antique show roadie, two men in a truck, and a vintage can of Crisco that was undervalued due to its medicinal properties. How could I know that? It's a long story of depravity, which we will talk about later. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions tonight, notwithstanding litigiousness. So keep those inappropriate emails coming. Send to ambersmailbag@yahoo.com. And no, that's not a typo.
Like I said, I hadn't seen that before.